The wooden fence cracks under her grip. Kenna stands alone in the dying light, one hand pressed against the white rail, the other resting on the curve of her belly. The farmhouse behind her is silent. No neighbors for miles, just wind through tall grass and a low rumble of thunder somewhere beyond the hills. She hears his car before she sees it. Gravel crunches, engine cuts, door slams. Han Min walks toward her slowly, hands in his jacket pockets, tattoos curling up his neck like warnings written in ink. He doesn't look at her stomach, doesn't look at her face either, just stares past her shoulder like she's already gone. "You asked me to meet you," he says. His voice is flat, empty. "Why here?" She opens her mouth, closes it. Her throat tightens. This moment is played in her head 1,000 times. She practiced the words in the mirror in the shower while lying awake at 3 in the morning. But now, standing in front of him, all those rehearsed sentences dissolve. So she says it plain. "The child in my belly is yours." Hi viewers, kindly tell us where you're watching from and what time it is. Han Min blinks once. No surprise, no joy, just exhaustion. Like she handed him a problem he doesn't have time to solve. He exhales slow through his nose. Then he says the 5 words that split her world in half. Get rid of it now. Not a question, not a plea, an order. Cold, clean, final. And Kenna feels the air leave her lungs. She grips the fence harder, splinters digging in her palm. The baby shifts inside her, a small kick against her ribs, like even the child knows something just broke. "What?" Her voice cracks. "You heard me." Han Min's jaw tightens. His phone buzzes in his pocket. He ignores it. This can't exist. This... She steps closer, heat flooding her chest. "You mean your child?" "I mean a mistake." His eyes finally meet hers. They're dark, guarded. "You don't understand what you're asking me to do." "I'm not asking you to do anything." Her voice shakes. "I'm telling you the truth." "The truth." He laughs once, bitter. "The truth gets people killed." Before she can answer, his phone buzzes again. This time he pulls it out, glances at the screen. His face hardens. He types something fast. Shoves the phone back in his pocket. "Who was that?" Kenna asks. "Doesn't matter. It does to me." Han Min turns his back to her, shoulders tense. "You shouldn't have come here, Kenna. Where else was I supposed to go?" Her voice rises. "You think I wanted this? You think I planned to run away and hide like some? You should have stayed hidden." The words hit like a slap. And Kenna stares at the back of his head, at the ink crawling up his skin, at the man she thought she knew. The man who once sat in her section at the glass lantern and told her she was the only honest person in the room. The man who left $600 folded in a napkin with a note that said, "Don't let this world dim you." That man feels like a stranger now. She steps back. Her hand moves to her belly, protective, instinctive. "I'm keeping this baby," she whispers. "With or without you." Han Min doesn't turn around. The wind picks up. Grass hisses. Thunder rolls closer. And then she sees it. Movement in the trees beyond the fence. A shadow shifts. Too quick, too deliberate. Her breath catches. "Han Min, I know." His voice drops. "They followed me." Would you walk away from the man who told you to erase his own child? Or would you stay and fight for what's yours? Drop your answer below. His phone buzzes one more time. He pulls it out, reads the message. His face goes pale. Kenna's heart pounds. What does it say? Han Min looks at her, and for the first time tonight, she sees something crack behind his eyes. "Fear. We need to go," he says. "Right now." But before either of them can move, headlights cut through the dusk. Bright, blinding, coming fast down the dirt road toward the farmhouse. The headlights stop 50 feet away. Dust swirls in the beams. Doors open. 3 men step out, silhouettes against the glare. McKenna's pulse hammers in her ears. She takes a step back toward the house. Han Min moves in front of her, subtle but deliberate. Not close enough to protect, just close enough to block the view. The men approach slowly. 2 wear dark suits. The third wears a leather jacket, hands loose at his sides. They move like wolves. Calm, patient, used to hunting. The one in the leather jacket stops 10 feet from the fence. His face is sharp, clean-shaven, eyes like broken glass. "Junior Chairman," he says, voice smooth, respectful, mocking. Your father's been looking for you. Han Min doesn't flinch. I told him I'd be back tomorrow. Plans changed. The man tilts his head, gaze sliding past Han Min to Kenna. Who's this? No one. Doesn't look like no one. The man smiles. It doesn't reach his eyes. Looks like someone who's been hiding. And Kenna's stomach twists. She wants to run, wants to scream, but her legs won't move. She's leaving, Han Min says. Right now, is she? The man steps closer, eyes locked on her belly. Interesting timing. Your father mentioned you've been distracted lately. Sloppy, making mistakes. I said she's leaving, and I said your father's waiting. The man's smile fades. You know how he gets when people waste his time. One of the other men shifts his weight. His jacket opens just enough to show the grip of a gun tucked at his waist. And Kenna's breath stops. Han Min sees it too. His jaw clenches. Tell him I'm on my way. He didn't send us to deliver a message. The man in the leather jacket steps past the fence, boots crunching on gravel. He sent us to clean up loose ends. The air goes cold. Kenna's hand moves to her belly, instinct overriding fear. The baby kicks again, harder this time, like it knows. Go inside, Han Min says quietly, not looking at her. Now, Han Min, go. But she doesn't move. Can't move, because the man in the leather jacket is staring at her stomach now, head tilted like he's solving a puzzle. How far along? He asks. Kenna doesn't answer. Doesn't matter. The man pulls out his phone, snaps a picture. The flash makes her flinch. Evidence is evidence. Put the phone away, Han Min says. His voice drops. Dangerous. Relax, Junior. The man tucks the phone back in his pocket. I'm just following orders. Chairman said if there's a problem, we document it. Then we handle it. There's no problem. Really? The man's smile returns. Because it looks like your bloodline just got complicated. What would you do if someone photographed your biggest secret? Would you run, or would you stand your ground? Let us know. One of the other men whispers something. The leader nods. Then he looks back at Kenna, eyes cold. Chairman CEO said if she keeps the baby, he says slowly, she disappears. The words hang in the air like smoke. Kenna's knees go weak. She grabs the fence to stay upright. Han Min says nothing, and that silence is the loudest sound she's ever heard. The man in the leather jacket steps back, gestures to the others. We'll be in touch, Junior. Don't make us come looking for you again. They turn, walk back to the car. Doors slam, engine roars. The headlights swing around and disappear down the road, leaving only dust and darkness. Kenna stares at Han Min's back, waiting for him to say something. Anything. He doesn't turn around. You didn't defend me, she whispers. His shoulders tense. They threatened me. They threatened our baby. And you said nothing. I said what I had to say, which was nothing. Han Min finally turns. His face is unreadable. You don't understand what's happening here. Then explain it to me. I can't. Why not? Because you'll be safer if you don't know. He pulls out his phone, glances at the screen. Another message. His expression darkens. Pack your things. You're leaving tonight. I'm not going anywhere. Yes, you are. His voice hardens. They know where you are now. If you stay here, they'll come back. And next time, I won't be here to stop them. You didn't stop them this time. The words hit. She sees it in the way his jaw tightens, the way his hands curl into fists. But he doesn't apologize. He just walks past her toward his car, stops halfway, and speaks without looking back. Someone's coming to pick you up in an hour. Be ready. And if I'm not, Han Min opens the car door, pauses. Then you're on your own. He gets in, slams the door. The engine starts, and Kenna watches him drive away, tail lights fading into the dark. She stands alone by the fence, one hand on her belly, the other shaking. And then she hears it. A sound, faint, behind her. Footsteps. And Kenna spins around. Nothing. Just a farmhouse, windows dark, porch empty. But the sound was real. She knows it was. She backs toward the house, eyes scanning the tree line. Wind stirs the branches. Shadows twist. Her pulse pounds so hard she feels it in her throat. The door is 10 feet away. She runs. Inside, she slams the door, locks it, presses her back against the wood. Her chest heaves. The baby kicks again, sharp and urgent. "It's okay," she whispers, hand on her belly. "We're okay." But she doesn't believe it. She moves through the house, checking windows, pulling curtains shut. The farmhouse is small. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a kitchen that smells like old wood and dust. Her aunt left it to her 3 years ago. She hasn't been here since the funeral. Until now. McKenna grabs her phone from the kitchen counter. No missed calls. No messages. Just the time glowing back at her. 9:47 p.m. Someone's coming to pick you up in an hour. She doesn't know who. Doesn't know if she should trust them. Doesn't know if she should trust Han Min. Her hands shake as she pulls a duffel bag from the closet. She throws in clothes, toiletries, the envelope of cash she's been saving. Not much. Enough to disappear for a while. If she has to, she's zipping the bag when she hears it again. Footsteps. Outside. Closer this time. Her breath stops. She moves to the window, peeks through the curtain. A figure stands near the fence, half hidden in shadow. Tall, broad shoulders. Watching the house. Not one of the men from before. Someone else. Her phone buzzes. She jumps, nearly drops it. A text. Unknown number. Pack light. 5 minutes. McKenna stares at the screen. Her stomach twists. Another text. Don't make me wait. She looks back at the window. The figure is gone. A knock at the door makes her heart explode. 3 sharp raps. Then silence. McKenna grabs the duffel bag, moves toward the back door. She's not answering. Not until she knows who. McKenna. A voice. Low. Familiar. Open the door. She freezes. It's Han Min. She walks slowly to the front door, unlocks it, cracks it open. He's standing on the porch, hair damp from the rain that just started. His jacket is soaked. His eyes are bloodshot. "You came back," she says. "I didn't leave." He steps inside without asking, closes the door behind him. "I've been watching the house." "What?" "Because they're not done." He locks the door, checks the windows. "Kyung-tae sent those men. He's my father's lieutenant, and he wants you dead." McKenna's blood goes cold. "What?" "Because you're leverage." Han Min pulls off his jacket, tosses it on a chair. There's a bruise on his jaw. Fresh. Purple. "My father's planning the succession ceremony next month. If word gets out that I have a child with someone outside the family, it ruins everything. So you told me to get rid of it. I told you what my father wanted to hear." He turns to face her. "What I want doesn't matter." "Yes, it does." "No." His voice cracks. "It doesn't. Not in my world. If you had to choose between love and survival, which would you pick? Comment your answer." McKenna stares at him. This man who once made her feel seen, who now looks like he's drowning. "Then why are you here?" she asks. Han Min doesn't answer right away. He just looks at her, at the swell of her belly, at the life they made together in a night that feels like another lifetime. "Because I couldn't leave you alone," he finally says. "Not with them." Before she can respond, his phone buzzes. He pulls out, reads the message. His face goes pale. "What?" McKenna asks. "We need to go." "Now." "Why?" "What does it say?" Han Min looks at her, and the fear in his eyes makes her stomach drop. "They're coming back," he whispers. "And this time, they're not here to take pictures." He grabs her duffel bag, pulls her toward the back door. She stumbles, catches herself on the counter. "Wait." No time. They burst through the back door into the rain. Cold, sharp, stinging her face. Han Min pulls her toward a car parked behind the barn, engine already running. "Get in." She does. He throws the bag in the back, slides into the driver's seat, slams the door. Tires spin in the mud before catching. The car lurches forward down a dirt path that cuts through the trees. McKenna looks back at the farmhouse. Headlights appear on the main road. 3 cars, moving fast. "They're here," she breathes. Han Min doesn't slow down. He drives into the dark, rain hammering the windshield, the only sound they're breathing and the baby kicking inside her like it knows. They're running out of time. The car smells like leather and rain. Han Min drives in silence, jaw tight, eyes flicking between the road and the rearview mirror. McKenna watches the trees blur past, her hands pressed against her belly. "Where are we going?" she asks. "Somewhere they won't find you." "You said that about the farmhouse." "I was wrong." The baby kicks. Hard. She winces, shifts in her seat. Han Min notices. His grip on the wheel tightens. Are you okay? He asks. Do I look okay? He doesn't answer, just drives faster. They turn off the main road onto a narrow path that winds through dense forest. No streetlights, no signs, just trees and darkness and the sound of gravel under the tires. After 20 minutes, Han Min slows. Ahead, a gate appears, tall iron bars wrapped in vines. He rolls down the window, punches a code into a keypad. The gate groans open. They drive through. On the other side, a house emerges from the shadows. Not a farmhouse this time. Something bigger. Stone walls, tall windows, a driveway lined with overgrown hedges. It looks abandoned. What is this place? McKenna asks. A safe house. Han Min parks near the front door, cuts the engine. I bought it years ago. No one knows about it. Except you. Except me. They get out. The rain has slowed to a drizzle. McKenna follows him to the door, her duffel bag slung over his shoulder. He unlocks it, pushes it open. Inside, the air is cold and stale. Dust covers the furniture. Moonlight filters through the windows, casting long shadows across the floor. Han Min flips a switch. The lights flicker, then hold. It's not much, he says, but it's safe. McKenna walks through the entryway into the main room. A couch, a table, a fireplace filled with ash. Everything feels frozen in time. How long have you had this place? She asks. 5 years. He sets the bag down, moves to the windows, checks the locks. I used to come here when I needed to disappear. From your father? From everything. She watches him move through the house, methodical, checking every corner, every exit. His shoulders are tense. His hands never stop moving. Han Min, she says softly. When was the last time you slept? He doesn't answer. The baby kicks again. This time it's different. Sharper. Stronger. McKenna gasps, grabs the edge of the table. Han Min is at her side in an instant. What's wrong? Nothing. Just, she breathes through it. The baby's active tonight. Should I call someone? No. She straightens, one hand still on her belly. It's normal. He stares at her stomach, then at her face. For the first time tonight, his expression softens. Just a little. I didn't know it would be like this, he says quietly. Like what? Real. The word hangs between them. McKenna wants to be angry, wants to scream at him for what he said at the fence, for what he didn't say when those men threatened her. But standing here, in this cold, empty house, she sees something she hasn't seen before. Fear. Not of his father. Not of Kyungtae. Fear of himself. You never wanted this, she says. I didn't think I was allowed to want it. And now, Han Min looks away. His phone buzzes. He pulls it out, reads the message. His face hardens. What is it? McKenna asks. He doesn't answer, just stares at the screen, jaw clenched. Han Min, what does it say? He finally looks at her, and the fear in his eyes is sharper now. Ryojong, they know about this place, he whispers. What? Kyungtae. He knows. Han Min shoves the phone in his pocket, moves to the window. There's a mole. Someone inside my circle feeding him information. Then we leave. Right now. And go where? He spins around. They're tracking me. Every move. Every call. If I take you somewhere else, they'll follow. What would you do if every escape route was blocked? Fight or surrender? Drop your answer. McKenna's chest tightens. Then what do we do? Han Min stares at her for a long moment. Then he walks to the fireplace, kneels, pulls back a loose stone. Behind it, a small compartment. Inside, a gun. He pulls it out, checks the chamber. We wait, he says. For what? For them to make a mistake. Before she can respond, his phone buzzes again. He looks at the screen. His face goes white. What now? McKenna's voice shakes. Han Min reads the message slowly, out loud, each word like a blade. She must be handled before the ceremony. No exceptions. McKenna's knees buckle. She grabs the table to stay upright. Handled, she whispers. What does that mean? Han Min doesn't answer. He just stares at the phone, the gun heavy in his hand. And then the lights go out. Darkness swallows the room. McKenna's breath catches. She can't see Han Min. Can't see anything. Don't move. His voice cuts through the black. Low. Controlled. She freezes. Her hand finds her belly. The baby kicks again, restless. A sound. Outside. Faint. Footsteps on gravel. They're here, Hanmin whispers. How many? I don't know. He moves closer. She feels his hand on her arm, guiding her. Stay low. Follow me. They crouch, moving through the dark toward the back of the house. McKenna's legs shake. Every step feels too loud. Her breathing too fast. Glass shatters. A window. Front room. McKenna bites back a scream. Hanmin pulls her into a hallway, presses her against the wall. His body shields hers. She feels his heartbeat through his chest. Fast. Too fast. There's a basement, he whispers. Tunnel underneath. Leads to the woods. Why didn't we go there first? Because I thought we had time. More glass. Closer now. They're inside. McKenna breathes. Hanmin pulls her toward a door at the end of the hallway. Opens it. Stairs descend into blackness. He steps down first, hands still gripping hers. They're halfway down when the lights come back on. Footsteps above them. Heavy. Deliberate. Multiple sets. Keep moving, Hanmin hisses. They reach the bottom. The basement is small, concrete walls, low ceiling. Boxes stacked in corners. In the far wall, a metal door. Rusted. Locked. Hanmin pulls out a key, fumbles with the lock. His hands shake. Come on, McKenna whispers. Come on. The lock clicks. The door swings open. A tunnel. Narrow. Dark. Smelling of earth and rot. Behind them, footsteps on the stairs. Go. Hanmin shoves her forward. I'll buy you time. What? No. Go. She stumbles into the tunnel. Turns back. Hanmin is raising the gun, facing the stairs. A figure appears at the top. Silhouette against the light. Junior chairman. The voice is smooth. Familiar. Leather jacket man. You should have stayed at the farmhouse. Kyung-tae. Hanmin's voice is ice. This is between you and me. Leave her out of it. Can't do that. Kyung-tae descends slowly, hands visible, empty. Your father gave an order. I'm just following through. My father doesn't run me. No. Kyung-tae reaches the bottom of the stairs. Two more men appear behind him. Then why are you hiding? I'm not hiding. I'm protecting. From what? From you. Kyung-tae smiles. You think you're the hero in this story? You think she loves you? He gestures toward the tunnel where McKenna stands frozen. She's just scared. When this is over, she'll realize you're the reason she's in danger. You're wrong. Am I? Kyung-tae takes another step. You brought her into this world. You made her a target. And now you're going to watch her disappear. Hanmin raises the gun. I won't let that happen. You don't have a choice. If someone threatened your family, how far would you go to protect them? Let us know in the comments. Kyung-tae moves fast. One of the men behind him lunges. 5 minutes, feed us. The shot echoes like thunder. The man drops. Chaos erupts. Kyung-tae rushes forward. Hanmin swings the gun. Misses. They collide. Crash into boxes. With splinters. Concrete cracks. Run. Hanmin shouts at McKenna. She does. She runs into the tunnel, hands outstretched, feeling the walls. The darkness is absolute. She can't see, can't breathe, just runs. Behind her, gunshots, shouting, the sound of bodies hitting concrete. She runs until her legs scream, until the tunnel opens into a small chamber. Faint light filters through cracks in a wooden hatch above her head. She climbs, pushes. The hatch groans open. Rain hits her face. She's in the woods. Trees everywhere. No path. No light. She collapses against a tree, gasping, hand on her belly. The baby kicks. Frantic. It's okay, she whispers. We're okay. But she doesn't know if that's true. She waits. Listens. Silence. Then footsteps. Coming through the tunnel. McKenna holds her breath. A figure emerges from a hatch. She can't see the face. Can't tell if it's Hanmin or McKenna. His voice. Broken. Gasping. She moves toward him. He collapses at the base of the tree. Blood soaks his shirt. His shoulder. Dark. Spreading. Hanmin. I'm fine. He winces. We need to keep moving. You're shot. I know. He struggles to his feet. Grabs her hand. Come on. They stumble through the woods. Rain pounds. Thunder rolls. She doesn't know where they're going. Doesn't care. Just follows. After what feels like hours, they reach a road. Narrow. Empty. Han Min collapses against a tree, breathing hard. "We need a car," he says. "Where are we going to get?" Headlights appear in the distance. Han Min pulls her behind the tree. They watch. The car slows. Stops. A black sedan. Tinted windows. The driver's door opens. A man steps out. Tall. Gray hair. Expensive suit. McKenna's blood freezes. Chairman CEO. Han Min's father. Chairman CEO's shoes click against wet pavement. Each step measured. Controlled. He doesn't look toward the trees where they hide. Doesn't need to. He knows they're there. Han Min. His voice cuts through the rain. Sharp. Clear. "Come out. We'll talk like men." McKenna grips Han Min's arm. His shirt is soaked with blood and rain. His breathing shallow. He shakes his head, mouths the word no. But Chairman CEO keeps talking. "You think I don't know my own son? You think I can't track your movements?" He lights a cigarette, flame brief in the dark. "Kyung-tae told me everything. The woman. The pregnancy. Your pathetic attempt to hide her." Han Min's jaw clenches. "You embarrassed me," Chairman CEO continues. "Made me look weak. And for what? A girl you barely know? A mistake that should have been erased months ago." The word mistake makes McKenna's stomach twist. "I gave you a choice," the chairman says. "Handle it quietly, or I handle it my way. You chose wrong. Would you face your demons head on, or keep running? Drop your thoughts below." Han Min stands. McKenna tries to pull him back. He pulls free, steps into the road. Chairman CEO turns, sees his son. Bloody, broken, defiant. "There you are. Leave her alone," Han Min says. "This is between us." "No." The chairman flicks ash from his cigarette. "This is about legacy, bloodline, power. Things you clearly don't understand." "I understand perfectly." "Do you?" Chairman CEO steps closer. "Then you understand why she has to disappear." Han Min raises the gun. His hand shakes. Chairman CEO doesn't flinch, just smiles. "You won't shoot me," he says. "You don't have it in you." Behind him, the sedan door opens. Another figure steps out. Kyung-tae, alive, bleeding from his shoulder, but alive. He raises his own gun, points it at Han Min. "Drop it, Junior." Han Min doesn't drop the gun, doesn't move, just stares at Kyung-tae, then his father, then back. "You set me up," he says quietly. "I taught you." Chairman CEO corrects. "Weakness gets you killed. Attachment gets you killed. Love," he spits the word. "Love gets everyone killed. You're wrong. Am I?" The chairman gestures toward McKenna, still hidden behind the tree. "She's made you soft, reckless. You used to be sharp. Now you're just another fool, dying for a woman who'll forget you the moment you're gone." "That's not true." McKenna steps out. She can't stay hidden. Can't let him speak for her. Chairman CEO looks at her. Really looks. His eyes travel from her face to her belly. Something flickers in his expression. Not sympathy, calculation. "So this is her," he says. "The girl who ruined my son. I didn't ruin anyone." "No." He laughs. Cold. "Then why is he bleeding in the rain, pointing a gun at his own father?" McKenna has no answer. If you had to choose between protecting yourself or someone you love, what would you do? Comment your answer. Kyung-tae steps forward. "Enough talking. Chairman, give the word. I'll finish this." Chairman CEO studies his son. The gun. The girl. The choice. "Put the gun down, Han Min," he says softly. "Come home. We'll fix this. Quietly. No one has to know. And her. She disappears. The baby disappears. You move on. Marry someone appropriate. Take your place in the family." He pauses. "Or you die here with her. Your choice." Han Min's hand steadies. He aims at his father's chest. "I choose her." Chairman CEO's face hardens. He nods to Kyung-tae. Kyung-tae fires. The shot explodes through the night. Han Min staggers. Falls. McKenna screams. She runs to him. Drops to her knees. Blood everywhere. His chest. His shoulder. She presses her hands against the wounds. "Try and stop it." "Can't stop it." "Han Min, stay with me. Please." His eyes flutter. "Find hers. Run," he whispers. "No. Run." Count approaches, gun raised, pointed at her head. But before he can fire, headlights flood the road. Bright, blinding. A truck, coming fast. It slams into the sedan. Metal screams. Glass shatters. The sedan spins, crashes into the ditch. The truck stops. Door opens. A woman steps out. Tall. Dark skin. Eyes like fire. She raises a shotgun. Fires at Kyung-tae. He drops. The woman moves fast. Shotgun raised. She fires again. Kyung-tae tries to crawl. She shoots near his hand. He stops. Chairman Seo backs toward the trees. The woman turns the shotgun on him. Don't, she says. He freezes. She walks to Kenna, kneels beside Han Min, checks his pulse. Her face is calm, focused. He's alive, she says. Barely. We need to move him. Now. Who are you? Kenna's voice shakes. Jalisa. Old friend. He called me 2 hours ago. Said if things went wrong, come here. She looks at Kenna. You must be the girl. Kenna nods. Then let's go. Together, they lift Han Min. He groans. Blood drips. They carry him to the truck. Jalisa opens the back. They lay him inside. Stay with him, Jalisa says. She turns back to the road. Chairman Seo is gone. Vanished into the woods. Kyung-tae lies still, dead or dying. She doesn't check. She climbs into the driver's seat. Slams the door. Engine roars. They drive. What would you risk to save someone? Your safety? Your future? Let us know. Kenna holds Han Min's hand. His pulse is weak. His breathing shallow. The baby kicks. Hard. Yuljeon, stay with me, she whispers. Please, just stay. Jalisa drives through the rain. Fast. No headlights. Just instinct and memory. After 30 minutes, she turns onto a dirt road. At the end, a cabin. Small. Hidden. She parks. Helps Kenna carry Han Min inside. They lay him on a table. Jalisa strips his shirt. The wounds are bad. One in the shoulder. One grazed his ribs. Blood pools beneath him. I need to stop the bleeding, Jalisa says. This is going to hurt. Han Min's eyes open. He looks at Kenna. I'm sorry, he whispers. Don't, she says. Don't apologize. Just fight. Jalisa works fast. Pressure. Bandages. Stitches. Han Min screams once. Then passes out. Hours pass. Kenna sits beside him, holding his hand. The baby hasn't kicked in an hour. She's terrified. Exhausted. But she doesn't leave. Jalisa brings her water. Blankets. He'll live, she says. If he wants to, he will. You sure? Kenna looks at Han Min's face. Pale. Still. But breathing. He has to. Morning light filters through the cabin windows. Kenna wakes, slumped in a chair. Han Min's hand still in hers. He's breathing. Steady. Alive. His eyes open. Slowly. He sees her. Smiles weakly. You stayed, he whispers. Where else would I go? He squeezes her hand. Barely. But it's enough. Jalisa enters with coffee. You're tougher than you look, Junior. Don't call me that, Han Min says. What should I call you? Just Han Min. She nods. Pours coffee. Your father's men are looking for you. Kyung-tae's dead. The syndicate's fracturing. Police are investigating. It's chaos out there. Good, Han Min says. Good. Let it burn. Jalisa studies him. You mean that? I'm done. He looks at Kenna. I'm done with all of it. The family. The empire. The name. I just want, he stops. His voice cracks. I just want to be a father. And Kenna's eyes fill with tears. What does redemption look like to you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Weeks pass. Han Min heals slowly, and Kenna's belly grows. They stay hidden in the cabin. No phones. No contact with the outside world. One night, Kenna wakes to pain. Sharp. Yuljeon. The baby's coming. Jalisa drives them to a small clinic. Off the grid. No questions asked. 12 hours later, Kenna holds her daughter. Tiny. Perfect. Breathing. Han Min stands beside her, tears streaming down his face. What's her name? Jalisa asks. Kenna looks at Han Min. He nods. Solin, she says. It means hope. Han Min touches his daughter's hand. She grips his finger, holds tight. I'm sorry, he whispers to her, for everything. But I promise, his voice breaks. I'll be better. Months later, They live quietly, far from a city, far from the empire. Chairman CEO fled the country. The syndicate collapsed. Han Min renounced everything publicly. One evening, McKenna finds him on the porch, holding Solon, watching the sunset. "You okay?" she asks. He nods. "I didn't think I could feel this." "Feel what?" "Peace." She sits beside him. Solon sleeps in his arms. "Do you regret it?" she asks. Giving up everything, Han Min looks at his daughter. Then Kenna. "I didn't give up anything," he says. "I finally chose what mattered." Life moves forward, slowly, carefully. Han Min works construction, and Kenna waitresses part-time. They rent a small house near the coast. Solon learns to crawl, then walk, then say Dada. Every time she says it, Han Min cries. And Kenna watches him change, soften, become a man she always hoped he could be. Not perfect, not without nightmares, but present, trying. One morning, she wakes to find him gone. Panic floods her. She checks Solon's room. Empty. She runs outside. Han Min sits on the porch steps. Solon in his lap, both watching the ocean. "You scared me," Kenneth says. "Sorry." He doesn't turn. Couldn't sleep. She sits beside him. Bad dream. Memory. She waits. He'll talk when ready. "I keep thinking about that night," he finally says. "When I told you to get rid of the baby. I was so cold, so sure I was protecting the empire." He pauses. "I was protecting nothing. You were scared. I was a coward. You took a bullet for us." That doesn't erase what I said. What does forgiveness mean to you? When is it earned? Share below. Kenna looks at Solon. Happy, safe, loved. "You're here now," she says quietly. "That's what matters." Han Min turns to her. "Am I allowed to stay?" The question hangs between them. Heavy, real. And Kenna studies his face. The man who rejected her, who almost lost everything, who fought his way back. A tear slips down her cheek. Before she can answer, Solon points toward the road. "Car," she says. They look. A black sedan. No plates. Parked at the edge of their property. Han Min's body tenses. He hands Solon to Kenna. Stands. "Stay inside," he says. "Han Min. Now." She takes Solon inside. Watches through the window. The sedan door opens. A woman steps out. Business suit. Briefcase. She walks toward Han Min. Stops 10 feet away. They talk. Kenna can't hear. Can't tell if it's danger or something else. After 5 minutes, the woman hands Han Min an envelope. He opens it. Reads. His face goes pale. The woman gets back in the car. Drives away. Han Min stands frozen, staring at the paper. Kenna steps outside. What was that? He looks at her. Fear in his eyes. "My father," he whispers. "He's coming back." If you love this story of courage, redemption, and the lengths we go to protect those we love, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next chapter. Share your thoughts in the comments. Your words inspire others facing their own battles. This is more than a story. It's a reminder that even in the darkest moments, we can choose who we become.